thank Stacy because we've been talking back and forth on the phone for the last couple months, trying to put this event together. And Le Grand Bistro, thank you, great event. But just a couple things about Oak Ridge Winery. Has anybody been to Lodi? There's a song about Lodi. Has anybody been? A couple people? Does anybody not know where Lodi is? It's about 100 miles inland, due east of San Francisco, and about 40 miles south of Sacramento. There's only a 4-degree temperature difference between Lodi and Napa Valley. So there's not a big temperature difference. What we do is harvest our grapes at night though, because it's cooler. Napa and Sonoma, they're still going to harvest during the day. So the difference of Lodi is we harvest our grapes at night. Just to give you a little bit of history on Lodi, about 25 years ago there was 8 wineries in Lodi. Today there's 81. It is the fastest growing wine city in California, per the Gomberg-Frederick report of last year. And Oak Ridge is one of those fastest growing wineries. We're growing at a 30% rate every single year. And unfortunately, a lot of the numbers on the website that Stacy probably went to get the data is a little outdated. Last year we did 750,000 cases. And we do 3 things at the winery. We bottle it, we sell it overseas. Sweden, of course, is our largest consumer over there. And we outsource our juice. We sell to major wineries throughout the country. Some wines, some juice to Napa and Sonoma. Lodi, just as a city, harvests more grapes and more juice than Napa and Sonoma put together. So that's how big Lodi is. We at Oak Ridge Winery started back in 1916 when Roy, who is the 5th generation, we're 5 generation owned. He's the 5th generation, he's 21, 22 years old. His great-great-great-great-grandfather, 3 of them, moved to Lodi in 1916. He planted his first grapevine in 1919. However, grapevines came to Lodi in 1850. So grapevines were established in Lodi in 1850. So the Maggio family came in 1919 and planted their first plot of land of grapes. Prohibition obviously came. That hurt everybody. A lot of the wineries that they had back then were small. They sold the home growers, you know, stamping on the buckets, just like the old movies. That's true. After Prohibition in 1934, Oak Ridge Winery started as a co-op. And they sold all of their juice. All of their juice was sold throughout the country. In 2001, the Maggio and Reynolds family joined forces and bought Oak Ridge Winery. So today it's still called Oak Ridge Winery. In 2002, they turned it into a state-of-the-art winery and facility with their own bottling line. They have over 10,000 plus acres of grapes in Lodi, all estate. We, like Stacy said, are the oldest operating winery in Lodi, and right now we're in the process of a multi-million-dollar expansion, adding 3 million gallons of tanks to the winery because of our growth. On an annual basis, we harvest 30,000 tons of grapes each year. Lodi is the Zinfandel capital of the world. 40% of all Zinfandels come out of Lodi. Our #1 grape, however, is Cabernet. And you're going to be able to taste one of those Cabernets tonight. But you started out with Maggio Chardonnay. Rudy Maggio is still directly involved. In fact, he runs the winery. That is Roy's grandfather. He still runs the winery. They're big farmers. The Reynolds family and the Maggio family are big farmers. They're one of the #1 cherry farmers in California. They are the #1 walnut farmer and supplier to Costco nationally. They also grow asparagus, all kinds of fruits and vegetables. So they've been in the agricultural business forever. I came on board with them last August. I was actually with the distributor ranks prior to that. It is a family business and I just love it. And the wines are wonderful. And like I said, we started out with the 2012 Chardonnay, then we went on to the 2012 Three Girls Pinot Noir. Obviously, Maggio is named after the family. The story behind the Three Girls wine is each owner had 3 girls. So, hence Three Girls wine. Back in about 2007, the Dondero family joined in as a partner with Oak Ridge Winery. So hence Three Girls. Then we move on to some more Maggio wines. Maggio Petit Syrah, one of my favorites. We'll get into next. This one right here, a lot of you might be familiar with. It's OZV Zinfandel. This is the horse that's leading our cart. This goes back between number 9 and number 10 nationally ranked Zinfandel in the country. OZV Zinfandel. Once again, we go into Three Girls Cab. Is everybody familiar with Cost Plus? Mm-hmm. Cost Plus World Market.
Yeah.
Largest supplier is Cost Plus World, or largest retailer for Three Girls is Cost Plus World Market nationally for Three Girls wine. We gave it to them exclusive about 1.5 years ago, and it just exploded. There's a couple other wines that started in Cost Plus and grew really big. Cupcake, everybody familiar with Cupcake? Mm-hmm. Everybody familiar with Layer Cake?
Yes.
All started in Cost Plus. The next wine we go on to is Moss Rocks. This is an ancient vine, Zinfandel. It can only be labeled ancient vine if a portion of the juice is 120-year-old vines. Of the 10,000 acres that the Maggio and Reynolds family own, 250 acres of that 10,000 is over 120 years old. And then the last one, which we didn't actually pair food with, we're just finishing up with, is Maggio Zinfandel. So just enjoy. We are going to attack the rest of the night with reds, so please grab some food with it because the chef did a great job on pairing the foods with the wines. And enjoy. If you have any questions, I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.